I would like to point out the key details in this report. She pointed out the mistakes in the presentation. He pointed out the benefits of the new policy. During the meeting, the manager pointed out the main objectives. Can you point out the location of the new office? I'll point out the areas that need improvement. She pointed out that the project deadline is approaching. The teacher pointed out the correct answers on the board. Don't forget to point out any important information during the presentation. The guide pointed out the historical landmarks as we walked through the city. Point out. Before starting the project, it's important to point out the main goals so everyone understands the priorities. The manager pointed out the key details in the plan during the meeting to make sure nothing was overlooked. During the presentation, I'll point out the most important points to help the audience stay focused. The teacher pointed out the correct answers on the board, so the students could learn from their mistakes. As we walked through the city, the guide pointed out historical landmarks, explaining their significance. Before the meeting ends, I'll point out any changes to the schedule. I also want to point out the areas where we need to improve. Can you point out any additional resources that could be helpful for the team? During the discussion, she pointed out that the deadline is approaching, reminding everyone of the urgency. By pointing out these details, we can make sure everything is clear and well prepared. Point out. Before we begin the project, I need to point out the key objectives so everyone understands what we need to focus on. The manager pointed out the most important tasks in the report to ensure nothing was missed. During the presentation, I will point out the major achievements of the team, so everyone can see our progress. The teacher pointed out the mistakes on the board, allowing the students to learn from them. As we explored the museum, the guide pointed out the most interesting exhibits. I want to point out that we need to stay on track to meet our deadlines. Before we wrap up the meeting, the supervisor pointed out a few issues that still need attention. Don't forget to point out any potential problems that could arise during the project. She pointed out that the project requires more resources, which could affect our timeline. By pointing out these details, we can ensure that everything goes smoothly. Point out. During the meeting, the manager made sure to point out the areas where we could improve our workflow. She pointed out the importance of meeting the project deadline and reminded everyone to stay on schedule. I will point out the changes in the plan so everyone is aware of the updates. The teacher pointed out the most common errors in the students' assignments, helping them avoid future mistakes. As we walked through the building, the architect pointed out the design features that made the space more functional. Before the presentation, I want to point out the key points I'll be discussing so the audience knows what to expect. He pointed out that we should focus on quality over quantity, which will improve our results. Don't forget to point out any problems with the plan before we proceed. They pointed out the benefits of teamwork and how it contributes to success. By pointing out these key details, we can ensure that the project runs smoothly.